It was always my dream to be in a band. I started my career as a singer-songwriter. And so I've always been trying to find that collaboration you get with your bandmates. My name is Siddhartha Khosla, and I scored the series Paradise. All right, are we really doing this again? Paradise is set up in a dystopian future. It's about the relationships inside this new world, and it's about the relationships in the past before this sort of new world set in. So there's a lot of sort of like playing with time, and in classic Dan Fogelman fashion, there are twists along the way that sort of like knock you out of your seat and at the same time like make you feel really good. You know, that's the only way I can describe it. I've known Dan for a very long time. We've known each other since we were 17. We were hallmates freshman year in college. And so I've seen him sort of like write these incredible scripts and projects and read his work like Crazy Stupid Love, Danny Collins, or This Is Us. And he's seen me do a lot of stupid shit. I guess the best way to describe this score is that it's filmic. I think the goal from the beginning was to make something that felt like an epic saga. You know, so much of this score is a mixture of synths and live orchestra, kind of working in tandem. It's not about scoring all the individual moments, somebody turned their head. No, we actually played more to like the general feeling of being unsettled and at the edge of your seat. I think the score is a vibe. We tried to sort of stay true to one main theme as a way to connect everybody because there are so many different stories in here. So finding that connective tissue in the music was key. So we kind of stuck to this one main theme. The melody I came up with was this da 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 la da 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 da. And so that kind of spoke to the good times pre-event. And in those good times were these relationships that became fractured or changed or evolved in ways that people would not have ever thought. In a way, that theme is like this group of people always trying to get back to that connection. So in the very first scene, you see Xavier, played by Sterling K. Brown, getting up. We wanted that to feel like a normal day.
Hey, Carl. A little chilly this morning, huh?
It'll warm up soon.
Always does.
But there was something still unsettled. If you look closely, it doesn't look quite right. It feels a little bit like Pleasantville, or it just feels a little off. And so we relied on our orchestra and a lot of the sort of like organic elements of the score. And then later on in series, you start hearing a lot more synths and a lot more sort of synthetic elements that come in. This was also a different score than I've done in a while. It was really frenetic. A lot of string players like playing out of tune on purpose. I wanted to have that feeling of the music making you as uncomfortable as the picture that you are watching. There's a cue called Christian Leitner in the pilot, this moment where Xavier finds Cal's body and he's got 30 minutes to figure out what to do. We wanted there to be a pulse to it. We wanted there to be a pace to the entire thing. It was like a tick, 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 tick that just wouldn't stop. I used something called a filter gate, this cool plugin that I found, and it would take any note I would play and it would just split it up. If I played a dung, it would go through the filter gate and come out. And so then that became the bed of this cue. Like that represents Xavier's heart pounding inside. Sometimes you'll just go, you know, with like a kick drum. But here we were doing it without using a kick drum, using it with something that's slightly more melodic. And I felt like I was back in the recording studio making a record again with my band, making our own sounds, coming up with our own things that you can't just find in a MIDI keyboard. And that's why collaborating with Dan is fun too, because it feels like we're back in our band together.